If you had to sum up the NFL preseason in one word, how would you do it? And why?
I don't know. I don't really pay attention to it too much. I watch teams.
Heard that. Honesty.
I don't have really one word.
The one word you could have used. Honesty.
But I watched a little bit of the Raiders, a little bit of the Raiders in Dallas yesterday. I watched the Saints a little bit.
So what's your biggest takeaway? Who's looking like a team that's prime for a Super Bowl run? Now, once again, I know that I may be playing with fool's gold because a lot of people say the preseason doesn't matter. I'm actually one of the few people who does believe it does matter, and you can kind of gauge how a team is gonna, do in the regular season by watching, the little of the time that the starters play is not much time, but I feel like I can use that little amount of time to kind of gauge how they're gonna do in the season. So based off of that, who do you think is primed for a Super Bowl run? Who would you make the heavy favorite right now? Other than New England, because I'm not going to let you take the easy way out. Other than the New England, because I know everybody going to choose them because they got Tom Brady and Bill Belichick. But other than New England, who do you think is most primed for a Super Bowl run? And why?
Okay, well, I'll have to go with the Oakland Raiders.
Oh, wow. Really?
They're not only my favorite team, but hey, they look like somebody said to me the other day. Where did this team come from after 15 years of just...
You might as well just stop right now and say the only reason why I picked this team to go to the Super Bowl because they're my favorite team. You can just be honest with us, man. You can be honest with us. No,
I wouldn't do that. I mean, I probably would do that, but I'm not doing that in this instant. Just for the simple fact, hey, this team came out of nowhere. They got all these studs and superstars on their team. Hey, I think they poised and they really.
But did you hear the question though? I didn't say what teams were poised to make a Super Bowl run. I said which team was most poised to make a Super Bowl run. And you mean to tell me out of all the other 31 NFL teams, the Oakland Raiders are more primed than the Green Bay Packers, the Seattle Seahawks, the New York Giants, the Dallas Cowboys, and the Pittsburgh Steelers? They more primed than all of them teams.
I'm saying, okay, well, all right. I'm gonna say my prediction in the Super Bowl is gonna be the Oakland Raiders versus the New York Giants. That's my Super Bowl pick because that's the two teams that I think is most poised and ready to make a run at it.
Wow.
Even though, say Eli did most of the Eli career, he is in the Super Bowl, in the playoffs. So he just needs to get there. And I think that the Oakland Raiders is going to do something that they hadn't done in, how many years? 16, 17 years now?
I don't know. I ain't counting.
Back to the Super Bowl.
Wow, this is the Oakland Raiders. Wow. I guess I'm at fault here. I did ask the question, so the Oakland Raiders. I don't have anything against Oakland personally. I don't see them making the Super Bowl for the simple fact that New England and Pittsburgh is there, and I don't think they're better than either of those two teams from not only from a talent standpoint, but from a schematic standpoint. I just think both of those teams are coached a lot better and play a lot better football than the Oakland Raiders at this particular junction. Now that could,
Well, hold on. The Pittsburgh Steelers full team is not even there yet. LaDavian Bell.
LaDavian Bell. Who is that? Is that like a fusion of LaDainian Tomlinson and Le'Veon Bell? Because
he's not even there right
because
now.
Because if Pittsburgh does in fact have such a player, I'm writing them in the Super Bowl right now. If they have such a player,
they had their opportunity last year against the great Tom Brady and the New England Patriots, and they failed.
They did, but the question was who was most primed. So I still feel like Pittsburgh would be more primed than the Oakland Raiders. That's all I'm trying to say. I'm not saying the Oakland Raiders cannot make the Super Bowl. I'm just prefacing my statement based off of the question, which was which team is most primed. And you said the Oakland Raiders, and I'm thinking, well, what about Seattle, Green Bay? You know,
Green Bay is a really good team.
the New York Giants. Well, you didn't choose them though. You chose the Oakland Raiders specifically because they was your team, and that's okay. You can do that. I'm just saying, be honest with the audience and say, man, I picked them because they my squad.
Well, I did say they were my squad, but I'm also saying, hey, they didn't add Marshawn Lynch to their offense. Their defense is young and up and coming. Their offense is a powerhouse, and I give, like I say, I give them the best shot of dethroning the New England Patriots in the AFC. I give them the best shot. That's all I'm trying to say.
Okay.
To get there.
Okay. Well, I'm glad. Definitely glad you feel that way. I'm not sure how many other people feel that way, but I'm glad you feel that way. And it'll definitely be something we'll monitor as the season goes along. We definitely gonna keep our eyes on that one because I'm definitely gonna be messing with you, not only in private but in public on this show about that pick. I mean, you gotta have some fun, right? You know, I honestly, I picked New York and New England to make the championship, but after watching Seattle revamp their offensive line, I know one of their starting left tackle, Fant, went down with a ACL injury and he's done for the year. But their offensive line is 10 times better than the way it was last year. And so I think that's all Seattle really needed. The defense is still there. They still got Russell Wilson. If they can keep Russell Wilson upright and run that football like we know they're accustomed to doing, I don't see why Seattle won't be back in the Super Bowl this upcoming season, barring any unforeseen injuries or anything like that. Health is their biggest enemy right now. Same thing in Foxborough. I hate to say it, you know, I'm not a Patriots fan the least bit, but I do respect greatness and I do respect consistency, and they've been both. And once again, barring any unforeseen injuries or anything like that, I don't see them getting knocked off either. So, and if I do see them get knocked off, it's definitely not by the Oakland Raiders. It probably will be the Pittsburgh Steelers who would have the best chance of knocking them off, because I know you alluded to Le'Veon Bell. I'm gonna say the man name right, Le'Veon Bell, not being there, but I mean on all accounts he's still staying in shape. That should be no problem. They still got Antonio Brown. They'll have Martavius Bryant, who has finally decided to stay off the weed. If I am to quote Stephen A. Smith myself, they have a plethora of weapons on our side at the disposal for a very experienced two-time Super Bowl champion quarterback, Big Ben Roethlisberger, who's also alluded to this being his final season. So if that is the case, I look to see a motivated Pittsburgh Steelers and a motivated Ben Roethlisberger team this upcoming season that may be hard for anybody in the NFL to deal with, let alone the New England Patriots. So once again, that doesn't leave too much room for the Oakland Raiders. And no, I'm not picking on you, Ashley, specifically. I'm just saying, you know, don't count out Pittsburgh, you know, in this situation. I think they will be locked and loaded this season and ready to play some football.
All I'm saying is that they need to get all their players on one page. They'll be on one page. The Raiders they just make too many mistakes, man. The penalties, the turnovers, you know. Well, we have yet to see that happen yet, though. I mean, if they start cleaning it up, I might change my mind. But I ain't seen them clean nothing up yet. They ain't cleaned the darn thing up. They ain't so much as cleaned their colon, let alone cleaned up their mistakes that they make. So I gotta see it to believe it first. Hey, on their way to the Super Bowl, they under construction, but they gonna put, like I say, by the time playoff time come, they gonna put all the pieces together and they gonna make a complete puzzle. They gonna play Super Bowl.
Okay, that is big talk. We'll see. As the old adage goes, time will definitely tell.